the reality is, Mheshimiwa Were, who is my brother, really hurt so many. You know, people really fear speaking about the truth.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a daughter. We have a child of Kasipul called Dotia Pondi.
Yes.
Yeah, the lady went missing because in 2009, the lady lost her job when she was around 30 something, and she lost her job. When she came home, then Mheshimiwa Were was a businessman in Meru. So she went and requested the support of Mheshimiwa Were, being a business person.
By then he had no any political intention.
Could be he had, but he didn't speak it.
At that time.
He didn't speak it. 2009, he didn't speak about it. So anytime he comes home, people see relief. Hey, mkubwa, nini, and then money meant something, you know. To date. But by then, even in the smallest currency, the guy had money. He began building his financial muscles a little bit early. And you know, he's somebody who was approaching 60. So it was some good time after he invested.
True.
He was made to understand that he was even having some mirror business in Meru. And some few rentals. So when this lady went to seek for job, he promised the lady a job. The lady left for Meru. There was a constant communication between the family and the lady for the first 6 months. This is 2009. After 6 months, we don't know the whereabouts of the lady. The lady didn't come home. The MP didn't talk about the lady. And so forth. So there was a big problem between the family and the MP.
Up to now,
to date, to date, the lady has never come home. So the family wanted to know. By the way, we buried the mother of the lady about last year. And the mother went down 6 feet crying to know where the baby was. So when they requested to know from the area MP, let me tell you, those who have authority, those who have power and money, sometimes fighting them is very difficult because it is a rigged system. So anytime the people, the family would ask about this, they would face threats. Unaonyeshewa gun, you talk, you go down. So people would be like, they write statements at the OB, nothing is done. To date, Dotia Pondi has never come home.
Na si umesema ni ndugu yako, kuna story tunasikia ati kwake ukienda kuna sauti zisizo za kawaida. Wewe ukiendanga kwake unasikiza ulikuwa
actually from I helped him until 2022 and after 2022 I've never stepped into that hole. Mheshimiwa Were is somebody who is very funny. He's a funny guy. Sometimes he would be charming, sometimes he would be so horrific. So it depends on who meets him where. You know.
Na hizi sauti wewe uliwahi kuwa kwake ukasikia hizo sauti?
I can't.
Unasikia watu wakilialia usiku, mpaka zikifanya nini?
So night never found me there. Night never found me there. I must say, maybe people might have heard, which is okay. People have their own opinion. I also hear of funny things being in his compound. You know, you can't tell. People are different. There's how people want to sustain wealth or sustain power. So if you are anchored in faith, you will be going to church, you will be attending these functions, you will be worshiping with people. But if you have some godfather somewhere, you also visit these people. That's how people sustain power. So maybe that was his way of sustaining power. I can't talk about it because I don't have tangible evidences. But the reality is, the area MP, he touched many lives. He also hurt many lives, which is not okay. My humble plea is to any leader out there still serving or with intentions to serve, always listen to your subjects. You will have divergent opinion even if you are voted 100%. Once you assume office, you know, human wants are insatiable. You can't satisfy everybody. Today Simi Kenya wants this, tomorrow Bill wants this, and you know, you can't steal to sustain these people because there's that part of integrity. But if you don't support this other person, he will either begin to criticize you or wait for you to help him or her later. Many leaders tend to forget those who helped them along the way. Me, for example, Were being my brother, after we helped him in 2022, he didn't pick my call for 4 months straight.
Is that why you stopped? You changed the tunes?
Let me ask you. With I would come home late to my family. I would sometimes even abscond going to my duties. Even my fiancé would be complaining. But I tell them and give them hope. We are trying to build a structure that can help sustain our living and even help the community. When I went to support Were, we had 3 memorandum of understanding. We wanted the road from Nambakarabok to Adiedo be part of the plan, which fortunately it began from Adiedo. We also talked about having electricity in our area. Can you imagine that the sub-location where the MP comes from, there's no 100% electricity. In fact, the chunk, the number of people having electricity is not even 30%. Your own sub-location and you're serving a second term. So I used to tell him that there are certain things that can wait, but power means a lot. Because we have these innovation hubs, we have people running their businesses, people want to do online jobs. So bring electricity closer to people, then you can again drill one borehole or something like that. Then you can do some other things. Because charity begins from home. If you don't want to make these people comfortable, you will be ashamed when you welcome visitors at your home. They will be like, bro, you are the member of parliament. What's happening? So I was just advising the right way. He told me, let's first garner second term. Then it is my priority in the first year. He didn't do it even until by the time he was dying. He didn't sort the electricity in his sub-location.
None of the 3?
None was done. No water, no electricity, no roads. So the question now, it now begs the question. Why do we still have to be together?
Ama si ukoshua si eti mambo ya majani iliwakosanisha eti.
Bro, me I'm not a handout guy. I'm not a handout guy. Right now I'm supporting Mheshimiwa Philip Aroko. And I support Philip Aroko because the gentleman has a proper blueprint. And even the people he talks to, the people he engages, gives you a direction that we are safe, we are certain that future is luminous. Today when you meet Aroko, I wish that one day you invite him over here.
No, I will. With you here, we will have him in the studio. Soon, actually, after all these issues, we'll invite him.
Mheshimiwa Philip Aroko has done 14 major things in a span of 2 years, where he has used a lot of money. And if somebody can sacrifice his own money in the to benefit the constituents, then what about if he's given public money and the space to mobilize the corporate space, government parastatals, and even agencies to help our people? He has drilled water over 1.5 million at Aworo Primary. Imagine this is where the area MP ought to have channeled the funds to help these people with water. He didn't do anything about that. Aroko came, drilled water, 1.5 million at Aworo Primary, functional to date. You can consult anyone from South Kasipul Ward. He began another water project at Ong'Ondo B, that is around Sikri. There's also another water project he began at Sino Kagola, uko chini. So these are mega projects into millions. He's giving bursary to vulnerable children. He's given almost 2,500 students. You do the maths times 10,000. There are those who get up to 20, depending with the level of vulnerability. If you have a dad and a mom who can make some little sacrifices, he gives you 10 or 5 on the lower end. But when you meet a total orphan, he picks them to his foundation. We have a Aroko Foundation, and we are paying their school fee in full. This is something we do annually. So he has given money to the in form of bursary to the constituents, more than 10 million. This is in a span of 2 years. He has subjected his money to roads. There's a Dol Matieko Road from Dol Kodera, West Kasipul Ward, bordering Kisii, Dol Matieko Road, a very lengthy one. The road was in a bad state, and the people were crying to the area MP. But the area MP would say, but you don't love me. Why should I help you and you don't love me?
Those sides, that side is not his stronghold.
Aroko has taken the entire West Kasipul. He's rallying behind Mheshimiwa Philip Aroko. So he began fights with people. In fact, he even intimidated the MCA, Vikins Bondo. MCA was voted on an independent ticket. And he used to be our close associate. But he began to face intimidation from the MP. I'll talk to Mama, because the MP is a close associate to Gladys Wanga, the governor. So, I'll talk to Mama. There will be little development in your ward and all these other stories. So the guy chickened out. Which is okay, because sustainability is key. So if you have to kneel to be sustained, it's okay. It depends with how people take things.
So he went back to their camp.
He went back to their camp, thinking that it was easy over there.
So what if Aroko gets the seat?
We will help everyone.
And then now he also stops doing this thing he has said, the way Ong'Ondo didn't do the 3 things that he promised you. Will you also chicken out?
Let me tell you one thing.
No, because there is a possibility. If your own brother did, How sure are you that is your...
Okay, you know, it's okay. I'm not trying to support my boss. I'm speaking from an open angle of perspective. Yes. Those who are, when you're mesoma na yeye from Omabay High School, to when you're meka na yeye, over 20 years, I've met his friends who have been with him over 20 years. When Aroko had money and when he didn't have money. They have told me that Aroko is one friend. Inye gimilo mane chue. Chue, I don't know how to call it. Is it a snail or what? I don't know. Ko muketi endito ko wuogi. Mani Aroko. His friendship with these people is undetachable. In fact, even if you speak bad about me today or about his friend, he will listen and he doesn't pick it. Yeah, because he will always say, I don't want to involve myself in your disagreement. Today utamwambia, kuna mtu alimtusi, akamwambia, oh, you know, hautachukua hiyo kiti. Kesho yake ameenda kujengewa. And the woman was even, she was shedding tears, being, I'm sorry, you know, I didn't want. It's a different, it's a different, yeah, it's a different breed of, when you abuse him, he surprises you with goodies. So you, in fact, you will be the defender number one of Aroko. Yeah, because people always say that for you to get goodies, criticize Aroko. You will find him at your doorstep.
Tunaanza leo. Tunaanza leo. Sisi tunaanza leo.
But again, the constituents have decided unanimously. It's a unanimous decision that they really want change.
So what if he change?
He can never change.
No, not that he can never.
Yeah.
I'm very sure even 2022 you are telling somebody Ong'Ondo cannot change.
I didn't say that.
No, I'm sure maybe.
There's no records. You can't be sure. Yeah. That is
so what if?
Yeah. Okay.
Are you going to chicken out or how are you going to handle it?
My concern is not chickening out or anything.
Yes.
My concern is if he will serve the constituents, even if I don't benefit as Bill, I'm okay. I'm okay because he will serve the constituents regardless of where you come from. When he drills water, when he brings electricity closer to people, when he connects the roads, when there's proper security, even if I chicken out, I would be a proud man saying, I help from this government, and even if I don't benefit, because I don't want to benefit independently, people will begin to throw insults and even talk bad about me. Mnakula constituency. And Mheshimiwa Philip Aroko is one person who cannot be manipulated. Yeah, he's a very stern guy. He never takes this illegal whatever liquor and all that. The guy is sharp. Is not into this. So there's no single day you'll find him and sober. No, he will dish you out blacker. So the reality is we need change. And the change they want is Honorable Aroko. I'm telling you for a fact that even if Aroko does not do campaign in the constituency, nobody can beat him right now. You are members of the fourth estate, carry out your research, conduct even a poll, whatever, in the constituency. Is the darling of the people because he's doing exactly what people want a member of parliament to do. He began doing it before he's a member of parliament. And you know, he's having a deep connections with the government across the world. Yeah, the other day there was a meeting I was having with the president of Ghana. This is somebody who is not even in office and is talking to presidents.